2. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Miss Teen Crypto Show. I am your host, Randi Hipper, back at it today with another zesty guest as usual. Before I jump in, please make sure you spread some love today. Share the zesty vibes. Smash the like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends so more people could jump in, hear more about today's guest, and hear the alpha of the markets. Thank you, Ozzy, for right off the bat gifting 5 memberships. That's so nice. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone in the chat. It's nice to see you guys. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm feeling so vibey with today's guest, none other than Crypto Face. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I am doing amazing. Thank you for asking, and thank you for having me on. How are you doing?
I am chilling. I'm so happy to have you, man. I mean, I think we've been on Around the Blockchain together. We've hung out a few times, and I really just liked your vibe. And I think you're just a wholesome person, genuine person, and you're just yourself, which I really like. So how's this market been treating you? How's your new year? We're 12 days into 2023.
Man, boy, this year is going by fast, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? First off, I want to say a couple things actually about you. Like I actually watched your show like a little bit today, and we've done a couple things in the past, but I think very highly of you, and I'm being very sincere. You know, like I kind of like handpick. I feel like I keep my circle small, you know, and I like people that you make me laugh, but you're also sincere. And one of the things I admire about you is how you, I guess, handle yourself in, I guess, a multitude of situations. And like I was trying to explain it on Twitter when I was telling everyone to like come check it out, but you can only fit so much. Like on Twitter, it sucks. I'm always like, damn, I could like I'm like 2 sentences in and I could say so much more. But like I don't really know like where you came from, your story. I just one day you popped up when I was on Around the Blockchain, and that was just the first time I heard of you. Like I've seen interviews you've done with other people, and like I've seen you respond to different things of all different kinds. And like just every time I was like, I wonder what she's going to say to this or how she's going to act to that. And like every time I was just like, damn. And it's like chess, like it goes deep. And I hope I'm like making sense. And like, you know, I don't want to be like too specific about like certain situations and stuff. I just really admire how you carry yourself, and how like you've handled like people in like debates, just all kinds of stuff. I've seen you before, and you impress me. And so yeah, thanks for having me on.
Wow, Crypto Face, man. I'm like, my face is hot. I'm like, wow, I'm blushing so hard right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like, you don't know how much that means to me, because like I know you're so big in this space, and I watch your YouTube channel, and you know you just have such a great following, and there's a reason for it, because you drop alpha, and there's not a lot of people that have stuck around and like create just really good stuff and be consistent with it. Especially, you know, during the bear market, a lot of people kind of left, and you're one of the people that really stuck around and just kept going, and you collaborate too with really good people. So like I saw you have like just really good people on your channel, so thank you for joining me. Like thank you for taking the time out. Like it's like, wow, thank you. Like you're a genuine person. Wow. Crypto Face,
thank you.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with love today. It's like,
oh yeah, totally.
Thank you. I want to learn more about you, man. Like I really do, because you're very interesting. Let's go back to like college. Crypto Face, what were you up to? What did you want to do with your life? What did you picture your life looking like?
Dang, college Crypto Face.
Yeah.
That wasn't a lot. That, you know, I wasn't in college for a long time. I dropped out of college. You know, one of the things my mother always said, that when it comes to like raising children, she would tell me that like the two best things you can give a child is love and an education. And she worked hella hard, and I had a good education. by the time my ass got to college, I made the mistake of never taking pre-calc in high school. I kind of like
that's a big one.
Yeah, and so like I was just like did algebra, whatever, and so I went into college first semester, and I remember going into my calculus class for the first time, and dude, I had nightmares about that. I had nightmares about that class for years afterwards because it hit me like everyone. First of all, the teacher was like this old dude who I could not. He was just like. And well, I couldn't understand what the hell he was saying, what he was talking about. Everybody around me seemed like they knew what the hell was going on, and they were all like looking in their books and writing shit down. I was just like, man, this ain't gonna work. And I kind of always knew. I think I was the first person in my family to not graduate college, to not finish college.
Oh wow!
I mean, I'm kicking ass now. Thank God. What I'm saying. But I kind of always, I didn't really, I don't know. I guess I didn't really know what I wanted, kind of. Like, I knew that the corporate kind of thing wasn't me when I was younger. I'm kind of going off on tangents here and stuff.
No, this is your story, man. This is your show too.
Word. Like when I was young, my dad would get like dividends from his stocks. We played this little game where we'd look at how many zeros were on like the checks. We'd cover the dividends with like a piece of paper, and we go, okay, it's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 digits. It's $123. Yeah, and we'd see each one. I had an uncle and a cousin that were Wall Street guys. They're in the stock market and shit like that. But I guess there's like no course there. Like out of all the things in college, like the weird degrees, and maybe there is somewhere, but I don't think there's an actual like trading degree.
I'm not sure if there is. I don't remember seeing any of that when I was applying.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I felt so lost.
Maybe.
But so basically I knew that, pretty early that I was going to be in college for one semester. And which was glad because I was like, I'm going to have a damn good time. And I had a damn good time. And I'm glad I did go to college for a semester.
So did you join a frat for the semester? What was you like?
Oh,
did you have like like you went to bangers all the time? You went to the good parties? What was going on?
Man, where do I start? So I did
Go off.
So I did go through the fraternity thing, but I didn't stick with it. It's actually a really terrible story.
Oh.
I'll kind of give it to you quickly, but I ended up being accepted into this fraternity, and it was like their first big official party. So like I didn't really know anyone actually in the fraternity. I knew one guy, and me and him were super cool. We went to the same school, and he's kind of the one that showed me. And everyone else was pretty cool, whatever. So we go to this party. And it was like, I'll skip that detail. But anyways, their frat house was like a square apartment complex where it's like an apartment. There's a pool in the middle. It's like 3 stories high on each side. It's like a big square, right? And at this party and drinking and stuff, and I ended up just drinking too much. And I felt, for some reason, I lost one of my contacts. Like one of my contacts fell out, I think.
Oh, no.
And I have terrible vision. And I had to throw up. And it was a handcuff thing. You had to be handcuffed to your date. You had to be handcuffed to your date. And so I was handcuffed to some just girl, just a friend that I ended up grabbing last minute. Anyways, I had to throw up, dude. And I've never been in this place. I didn't know anyone that lived there. And I had to vomit. And so somehow I was able to get the handcuffs off. I don't remember how that happened. but I went to jiggling doors, trying to find somewhere to vomit. And finally, like I opened one door, like I heard there was people in there. I closed it, and then I went and opened another door, and there was no one in there. And I just threw up in this random ass toilet, right? And
Oh my gosh.
I got up, left, grabbed my date, and I was like, "We need to get the fuck out of here." So we're we're leaving, and I hear, "Hey!" And I keep walking, "Hey!" And I turn around, and I was like, this guy's like, "Did you just fucking?" I'm sorry for cursing. He goes, "Did you just vomit? Did you just throw up all over my bathroom?" And I was like, and to me, it's like I couldn't see. I could have swore I aimed it into like the toilet. I didn't think there was like, a mess in there, but apparently it wasn't like that. It was like a murder scene of red wine, basically, and whatever. And he goes, "Did you throw up in there?" And I was like, "Nah, bro." He goes, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, bro, that wasn't me." And he goes, "It's like that, bro. It's like that." That's what he goes. It's like, I remember him with his fingers going, it up and down, like the piece, like he's like the gun sign, but up and down. He goes, "It's like that, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, no, that wasn't me." And so I turned around, left, and that was the end of that. Yeah. So, but
what an experience.
That was the end of the fraternity. At least being in a fraternity life for me, which that wasn't a life for me. And I got lucky with I had a really good roommate and suite mates. The four of us we were good ass friends. We had a good time. They were all cool, and so and then that was that. What about you? Did you finish college, if you don't mind?
No. I'm cryptoing right now.
Word.
So yeah. I'm on my own like weird path right now. But yeah, everyone actually.
It's not weird. You're not weird.
I mean, yeah, I've been called weird. I mean, listen, I've been doing this since I was 17. I'm almost 20 now.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. There's always 200 people watching. Smash those likes, friends. Don't be shy. Tap the like. I see you guys out there. You guys are hearing us right now. Tap the likes like that.
Yeah. I mean, so there was one class I remember was CIS. It was like CIS 105, which is Excel, PowerPoint, and like Word. Oh gosh, right?
Those boomer classes.
Yeah. Which actually, that's the one class to look forward to. I was like,
I used to love that class. And elementary school is when I was doing PowerPoint classes.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days. But this one class specifically, it's so funny. So it was like a 400 student class, like big auditorium, right? And I remember on the first day, the professor was like, "Who all here thinks they're going to be millionaires? Raise your hand," right? And I didn't raise my hand, but every single person in there is like, raises their hand, right? And like, I was just like watching and chilling. I kind of always knew it was my destiny, but it's funny looking back. Like, I guaranteed that I got all those people beat, like guaranteed. And no, it's really just a blessing, and I'm thankful. And I'm a little lucky. I found crypto I got into crypto after a prayer. I was on my knees in a prayer to Jesus, and really? It was literally after that prayer that like I went to my computer and I discovered crypto. I watched like a Crypto Crow video.
Love him. Just had him on my show. He's my last guest.
Yeah, no, I was watching it for a little bit, and so
literally love him.
Yeah. No, dude, he's a cool ass dude for sure. And so and that's I guess it's been like 8 years since then.
Wow.
So
So you were in college for only one semester and then you dropped out. Why did you drop out? How did you come to the realization? And then how did you tell your parents?
Oh, man.
Please tell me that story.
There wasn't, shit. That's a good question. I always worked. I I always was working ever since, like when I was in middle school. I could never be like, Mommy, can I have $20 to go to the movies? My family always had like, the restaurant business. I'd be working in the restaurant, sweeping, or making pizzas. We had a pizza place at one time. And, man, I don't really remember. I remember just, I didn't go back. I didn't refile for all the paperwork and stuff. And it just wasn't for me. I just went to work and my mom, my parents were divorced when I was 4. So I stayed with my mom. And she was always just like, you're doing your own thing, and you got to figure out life on your own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she never like waved her finger at me. My mother understood me. So she believed in me. Jeez, I'm gonna cry. So so she always knew what was up. And so so everything turned out okay. It was while I was in sales and shit.
Sales
for a long time, business consulting, and got fired a couple times. And I would do bot trading. I would run home during lunch. I would make like a video in the morning real quick before I go to work.
Videos. So you were doing videos while you were working?
Yeah, no, I was doing. We're talking about like a kind of like a long span of time.
Yeah.
But when I started YouTube, I was working.
What year was that?
7 or 8 years ago.
Wow. Okay, continue on, sir.
Can you do the math? I didn't go to college. I didn't finish college. I can't do subtraction. You know what I'm saying? What is it, like 2016 or 15 or something?
Yeah, I was going to say 16 around, right?
Yeah, so I worked for a long time before I started any of this stuff. And, I was like, man, like, I just one day, it's true. I got on my knees and I was like, I just knew there's no way that I just wasn't. I'm not saying anything bad about people that I actually admire, people that can get up every single day early in the morning and go and put in that work. And I did that. I put in long hours in sales and business consulting for small businesses to all the way up the ladder in corporate and all the way back down. And I knew one day I'd be running my own ship and stuff like that. And just thank God for YouTube and crypto. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Why did you initially put out videos in like 2016? What was the idea behind videos? Why is that something you wanted to try?
So the honest to God's truth is, I hope he doesn't get mad at me for saying this, but Crypto Crow actually kind of had a lot to do with it, because he was making videos on this program called Profit Trailer, which was a trading bot program, and I bought it and I started using it, and I was doing pretty good at it. And I was like, I think I can do a better job at this than this guy and and the other YouTubers. And I love Crow. He can be mad at me for a little joke or something. It's okay. He knows I love the dude. He knows I got major love for him. But I was like, these videos, everyone's videos are really long. They had all these intros, flashy intros of Billy Crypto, flashy lights. I'm going to tell you what you want to hear at the end of the video. Screw that. I'm going to say what I'm going to say as soon as I start the damn video. And that was my goal. I'm going to start the video, tell them what I'm going to do for them in the title, put the Profit Trailer name in the title so I can leech off of, I'm going to grow my my community off the Profit Trailer people, and to give it to them. I'm going to give it to them. I'm trying to say in the beginning, no intro, no bullshit. And man, that was the best thing I ever did. I remember when I got to 5K subscribers on my YouTube, after that, I didn't care. And I knew the rest would just carry me, dude. And it did. My first 5K subscribers, I cared about how many subs I had. After that, I was like, I know I'm going to be good as long as I just say what I want to say early, try not to go on tangents until people learn my personality.
Exactly.
I'm going on tangents as hell right now. Like, so yeah, hope that answers your question.
No, it does. It definitely does. I like that. You saw something you wanted to do and you did it and you didn't hold back, which I like. You didn't say, hey, like, I'm going to hold off on this. No, you were like, hey, I'm going to make a video and I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to do it better than everyone else. And that's not bad, even though we all love Crypto Crow and he's amazing and everyone's amazing in this space. But I like that. I love your initiative, man. I really do. And we even have Tom Crown in the chat. He's a fellow content creator and he goes off all the time. So definitely, like, I respect your grind. When did you actually start trading? Were you super young when you started trading?
I guess so. I mean, actually, yeah, I was super young when I started trading. The first thing I ever traded was Pokemon cards.
Oh, everyone, yeah, love
and
that.
I'm talking not just traded. I'm talking buy, take, repackage with white printer paper and sell them to the kids on the playground.
Wow.
Dealing with unhappy customers, giving them enough to where they're happy, not have to hear from them again. I sold candy cigars. I remember when George Bush was running against like Al Gore, I had a Jewish friend that was selling candy cigars, and we sold candy cigars.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so those were my first trader days back in the day.
Peer-to-peer transfers. That's the way it is. That's very crypto-esque of you. Yeah. I like it. Yeah. I mean, were they like the little cigarettes where they were like gum? Like it was like basically wrapped in gum and you could do like one puff and it has like a little bit of smoke and then like that's it?
I don't think the cigarettes candy would have flown in school somehow because it was a cigar. Like it was just like a cigar of gum. And I don't know. I guess times changed. That stuff wouldn't fly anymore today.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
Oh my god, I can't believe we used to run on the playground selling like George Bush candy gum cigars. Like I don't even know who created those. I don't even know how he got those. Like someone somewhere made George Bush candy gum cigars and we sold them. So yeah.
Wow.
And always the gift wrapping. Like, oh man, that was so fun going door to door selling the gift wrapping stuff or the chocolates, man. I forgot about that too. I used to love doing that. I used to love selling gift wrap.
Wow. So you went door to door just selling the stuff?
Hell yeah.
Wow. Peer to peer payment, peer to peer transfers. You're so crypto. So you were just meant to fall down this.
Girl Scout? Did you ever do Girl Scouts or sell cookies or sell gift wrap for the prizes in the school? You ever sell? You did that too, didn't you?
No, I buy the Girl Scout cookies though. I love Girl Scout cookies. Let me just shout that out.
Were you homeschooled?
No.
Okay.
I will. No. I would.
What's wrong being homeschooled? What's wrong being homeschooled?
I would lose my noodle. I'm a very social person. I loved going to school just to like talk to people, and then when like COVID happened, that like ruined everything for me because I had to stay home for because when this all happened, I was halfway through my junior year, so basically I had half my high school experience cut off.
My gosh, is that what they did? Is that
basically? It was completely shut down for a year, and then like mid senior year, they said you could come in only like 2 or 3 days a week, and it was like alternating days. Then you had to go on Zoom the other days. So for me, it was almost not worth it to even go in. So I was just doing Zoom until the end, and then I had a crypto conference to go to my last month of school. So I went, and then I came back for the last week, and then I got sick, so I didn't even go to my last week of high school.
Oh my Lord. What about like prom and stuff in junior year? Like did they have that? Was it on the internet?
So junior year, I was actually supposed to have a prom, but that got canceled. That wasn't even an option. And then
So
senior
it was canceled
year,
for the whole school. There was no prom.
No,
like the year
so
the seniors
2020
above you, they're just screwed. They had no prom.
So I was graduating class of 2021. The graduating class of 2020, they ended up having a prom. I think it was like towards the end of the summer, but it was something like, it was like outdoors by a beach or something. And then for my senior year, it was a few months after, and it was just not worth it anymore to go. And it was like outside of this venue, so it wasn't even inside. It was just really weird, and it wasn't like full on real prom. So for me, it was like, why would I buy a dress, go and try to find it wasn't even worth it. So
it's
it was
like
just a waste.
Already out or something.
Yeah,
I
was very like already checked out way before, because I was so involved in crypto already. I was going to conferences. I was like I was on Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse all day. So I was just very invested in this. So I guess I was gypped out of like half my high school experience, but at the same time, I'm okay with that, because again, I started this and I was so consumed in this, and I was so happy to be involved in this. So it didn't really matter to me at that point.
How did you get involved? Like dude, I saw a video. God, I think it was, I saw a video of it was like Jersey Crypto Crew, and you were in it. And the Rice was actually Rice. There was like a little crew of 6 little like, you guys are like jumping for a little thing. How did you like get in this business? Yeah.
So I'll make the story short for the sake of the crowd, because they're all here for you.
That's such a lie. It's such a lie. They're here for. They've heard my story a million times. If you know what I'm saying, at least my people. I did tell your story. Ain't no rush. We ain't no rush.
So all right, long story. I'll do.
Say whatever you want. Yeah,
I'll do like the TikTok version. Instead of like a 7 minutes, I'll make it 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's fine.
So basically, my dad got into crypto in like, what was it, 2016, and he wouldn't stop talking to me about it. I was 13 years old, and I ignored him. I thought he was crazy. By the time I was 16, it was 2019, he was actually going to Litecoin Summit 2019. I thought he was nuts, because I was like, why are you meeting up with these people on the internet? And I just didn't understand, and I didn't think I could do anything with Bitcoin. I thought it was like stocks, like numbers and adult things, right? So when I was 16, he came back from Litecoin Summit. He gave me like a Ballet wallet to play with, and we did our first transaction around like earlier, a few months before then. And it clicked for me then. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. So all you have to do is scan a QR code, copy and paste an address, and that's it. Anyone, anywhere in the world, as long as you have an internet connection, could send and receive value. Doesn't matter where you come from, what your age is. I saw that this was going to change the way we transact forever. I could go into the store, they scan my phone, I could leave without having to do the whole fiat interaction. I don't want to carry a wallet. Kids throw away their pennies because you can't even do anything with them. So it just changed everything for me. I had $200 in my bank account, and I was like, okay, so a number doesn't go up. I earn no interest, which is contrary to what I was taught in school. Then, I was like, okay, what if I put that in Bitcoin? Then there's only 21 million Bitcoin. How many people are there in the world? So it was like a lot of things at once. April 2020, lockdown, sad. I don't like to be sad. Said, hey, I want to join Twitter. And I created @MissTeenCrypto and saw it was available on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and everything.
Man,
and I took it.
Pick up right there.
I took it.
Man, so good. So good. I'm sorry to cut you off, but like, woo.
Yeah. By the time I was 17, MissTeenCrypto was out there. I was making videos, and I started tweeting. I started making videos. Then by November 2020, I was hitting the streets, and then educational videos, going to conferences, and then news stuff, and then the MissTeenCrypto show. Now the Daily Zest that I do, and wow, but that was all.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, dude. Like, I mean, it doesn't take much, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people that or knew or would wish they would be in your position. Like that's the new thing now. Like when I was your age, we wanted to be firemen and astronauts and police officers, and now everyone wants to be an influencer and stuff like that. But I mean, it seems like you handle yourself so well. Like I've seen like your street, a couple of street things, man. There was one I saw, you're like interviewing some bald guy, and it was pretty recent too. And you're like, would you buy Bitcoin? It's like, oh, not right now. It was like the Bitcoin 30K.
It was on Wall Street. Yeah.
So funny. That shit was so funny. I was like, man, that's got to be like a bottom signal. Something. That was like my first like hint of maybe a potential possibility of bottom signal. I was like, I ain't buying it now. I sure as hell ain't buying it now. That shit was so funny, dude. Damn.
Yeah. The on the street interviews are great. I love them. And I have to head back to the city. It's just been so freaking cold. And I've been so crazy. But yeah, I want to do more of those. But back to you, man. When you were initially creating content, were you ever like, intimidated by it? And when did you go full-time crypto? Are you full-time crypto? You have to be, because you're zesty now and you have Market Cipher. And shout out to Bidmoon. Thank you for the 199 super chat. He said Crypto Face is a god.
Oh no, I am not. But thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to that guy. What was your question again? My full-time crypto?
Yeah, like what did you ever feel intimidated, starting content when you did it? And like when did you end up going full-time crypto?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean there are some there's definitely been I always one of the things I've said for a long time that I've learned about this industry, and you could say it about a lot of industries, but definitely crypto is, I believe that crypto has some of the best and brightest and most pure good people like you. You are one of those people. But it also has the exact opposite, most evil, true evil, dark scum pit shit of the earth as well. And it's like a battle, you know what I'm saying? And that's it was kind of a little more, I feel like it was a little more of war, that good and evil war. Years ago, it's kind of a different war now.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot of scammers and shit. I feel like the YouTuber people out there that do like investigative things, or like I don't know what the word for it is, where like they call out people for being like fake gurus or whatever.
Yeah.
I like, people take shots at like BitBoy and shit because he's like the #1 channel, whatnot. But the truth is, man, I'm not saying you can't make videos like about a BitBoy or me or you or whoever, but there is so much scammy, scummy stuff out there that there is no light being shined on it.
That's facts. 100%. 100%.
And I've definitely dealt with true evil in this space, and that's just like the trade-off you get for doing not doing a 9 to 5 and kind of doing this like this internet thing. But as far as when I went full time into it, I was working for a Fortune 500 corporation.
Oh, fancy job.
It was a fancy job. I was really good. I, worked with a lot of businesses, a lot of people, for a couple different companies. I was always successful. And I got fired. And I was like, yeah, I was making, good enough money. And I was like, what the hell am I I'm not going back to do this shit all over again. I can just do it with what I'm doing now. And so that's what happened. I got fired.
Wow.
And I said, yeah, that's what happened.
Wow. So that was like that was just your push. That was like your send off. They were like, hey, bye, go do crypto now, leave us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, You're so funny, dude. Like when people, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to trading, really like that, like trading was my passion. Trading Bitcoin was my passion. Something about Bitcoin, it wasn't with Ripple, not Ethereum, not whatever Cardano, but Bitcoin I naturally clicked with. I was just always good with Bitcoin, like even just like with my prophecies, like I would draw these like stupid stick figure prophecies, and there was real thought and like analysis that went into them, and they would end up coming true. And I'm still able to do that. Like I still sometimes, like I don't have an idea of what's going to happen like at the end of the year this year, but in 2020 the price was 6,000 or 8,000, and there was a couple. I read Crow was one of them where he's like, "What? When do you think Bitcoin would hit 50K?" And I said, "I don't know, but I'm thinking April, May 2022, 45K." And 2 years later, April and May 2022, 45K. Yeah, I went up to 60K first, but that shit don't matter. I nailed it to the T. And that was like the third, fourth time I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
And so, yeah. So I always had something special with Bitcoin.
So bottom line, what I heard is we should all hit you up for lottery numbers and to tell us when our bags are going to go moon so we could buy Lambo.
Yes and no. I do play bingo on my channel sometimes. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but we do bingo sometimes. I'll make sure I'll send you a message next time I'm doing bingo.
Yes,
give away
please.
Bitcoin, because everyone has to rush to the bingo site and not everybody gets in. But I always make sure like a couple of my homies get in.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure we get you a bingo card. But yeah, I mean that's what people do now. That's what people fall my ass for. So yeah,
Wow. So with Bitcoin, what was so special about it? Because I know you were, probably trading in the traditional markets, but why Bitcoin? Why was this something you even liked or paid attention to?
Well, I heard about it before, like I started doing all this, and it really wasn't Bitcoin that sold me. It was the videos of the trade bot, and it wasn't like the idea of, oh my gosh, Bitcoin can change the world, that got me into it. It was the ease of getting the barrier to entry into trading as a youngin, like not like no you're no 17-year-old or 18-year-old or 20-year-old is just simply able to open up a trading account, go through a bunch of paperwork and knows options and leverage and margin. You look at E-Trade. If you look at E-Trade or TD Ameritrade and options, you go to their their trade desk dashboard. It's like, what the hell's going on? What crypto did for me was it just like boom, it gave me what I knew was in me. Like I always knew subtly, subconsciously and consciously, like that trading. I just always had that picture in my mind of like me being me trading. But the briefcase thing was always a little fuzzy. That's what's funny about it. I was like, I love the idea of Wall Street and stuff, but like I always kind of had a hard time with like authority. And so I don't know, man. I lucked out with crypto. I lucked out being born at this time with this thing in this time of life and this, whatever the hell it is. But I tell you what it's but the idea of Bitcoin and crypto, to me, now I really understand how powerful it is, and I think actually, like, especially these past few years, I think a lot of people kind of lost sight of what Satoshi's vision truly was, which was just a currency of the people for the people, not smart contracts, peer-to-peer, blockchain, and we can decentralize everything. Centralization is evil, which is not true. Like, okay, well, what happens when you get your house broken into? You call the cops, okay? That's centralization. Unless you're going to take care of your own ass. Like DeFi, like there needs to be some sort of centralization, something is better than not. But to me, and after going through paying employees in crypto to having to pay them the normal way, man, crypto is powerful. Being able to send that shit easy, fast, with no BS,
Exactly.
So
yeah,
that's my favorite part about crypto, sending that money to Mexico, your family in Mexico, when you're crossing the border, working, picking strawberries for your family, instead of having to take your ass down to Western Union, you know what I mean? Just boom, send it to them with that crypto.
It's wild. So, yeah. Absolutely wild. I think it solves so much, and it's really going to change the way. And like you said, like just sending money effortlessly, and also the transparency of the blockchain and seeing where things go. I mean, when I was in high school, I was like very into charity and stuff, and I very much enjoyed the thought that in crypto I could send money to a charity and know where it goes. I was recently looking at one platform that takes donations with crypto, and basically what they were doing is they take the donations in crypto, it goes on their website that they received it, and then they also show you that they cashed it out and where it went to, and they show the statement of it being transferred to who they said it was actually going to go to. I think that's beautiful. I think that's like the future. Right there. Because you could donate to all these like big name charities, right? And I'm not saying anything, but at the same time, do you know where the money goes? Are you trusting like the processes behind closed doors to get to what they want to do to get to their goals? Like you don't know how they're doing anything. At least with Bitcoin, you get more transparency with that. You know where everything goes. Yeah. It's more, I don't know. Does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't. Just kidding.
Okay, let's move on.
I understand. No. In fact, and actually, like that is actually something that, like, dude, you're totally right. Like the transparency of crypto, like with donating, it is very, very, very hard to find legit charities and foundations.
Sad.
I have 3, and like really there's only one of them actually like really know, where it's going to. It's like a pretty personal relationship kind of thing,
Yeah.
And then the other 2, I did the best I can with my research, and we donate to them all the time and stuff. But dude, yeah, you're totally right. And so there's certainly power to it. So
it's like you pay $10. Yeah, it's like you pay $10 a month to a pet tiger or something that you never see, and you don't know what they're saying.
You're lucky if $1 that goes to it, and most of them, it's a very small amount. And like, listen, running a business, running people are expensive. You gotta taking care of animals or the children in Africa. You gotta send people there. Things are very expensive, and people don't just work for free for the most part. And even if they do work for free, you still got to feed them, you got to house them, and
you have to sustain them.
Things are expensive. Yeah, like with me, when I donate like to like the kids with cancer families, I want to give my money to families with kids with cancer so they can just buy whatever the hell they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like trying to find that and do that is tough for real. So, man.
Even, with how people move money, right? In crypto, you see that you get a whale alert. Like people are like, oh, someone just withdrew or added $50 million of Bitcoin, for example, to an exchange. And you see where the money goes, where in traditional finance, you don't see any of that. You don't know who's moving what. But in crypto, you do, which also leads me to trading, right? And you're a big trader. You also started Market Cipher. So do you want to tell us a little bit about Market Cipher and how, you're zesty with that and how like it adds, to somebody that's looking to trade and help them?
Yeah, sure. I could give you a little bit.
I'll drop the link too in the chat for anyone curious about Market Cipher while you're chatting.
Yeah, we got to make sure. I don't know if you have Market Cipher, but I should. We got to give it to you so you at least get reseller credit if you sell any. But basically, long story short, how that started, it kind of goes back to like when I fell in love with trading. Like I really fell in love with it. Like it is what I did. Like late into the nights, like I said, like anytime I wasn't working, man, I besides maybe like 1 or 2 nights a week, I was just trying to get better and looking up indicators and figuring like how like if I change this back testing, changing one thing and back testing and kind of just like really just playing with it. And I happened to meet a gentleman through a different transaction in a different industry, and we kind of hit it off, and we liked doing the same thing. But he knew how to code way more than me.
Yeah.
In script write, like I always say, like I used to play Counter-Strike, which is like the shooting first person shooter game, and you know, sometimes you get curious about like aimbot hacks and like I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this wall hack. But when you pull up a computer and the black screen would come with white text, you have to type this HTML code, or when you have to download some file, do some shit. That always scared me away because I don't want to ruin my computer and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, and I don't want to install a virus. But like where Profit Trailer that like helped me kind of break that wall, and I learned about scripting, and really this gentleman really took me under his wing, and we just would be on calls together numerous nights a week, and he taught me how to put my thoughts onto the screen, and lay the brick as well as some of his own brick. And really that was it. It was really just for us. And I had the free version of TradingView, and you could only have 3 indicators. You can only have 3 indicators on the free version of TradingView at that time. I don't know what it is now.
It's still only 3. I'm on the like the free version of TradingView right now because I'm like trying to learn, you know.
We gotta upgrade, girl. You know what I'm saying? We got that. It used to be like $5 to upgrade, and now it's like $1,000.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
About selling Market Cipher, that maybe it's a different. So I'm not trying to make an enemy with them, but so I needed all my indicators on 3 indicators, and so that's what I did, and then that was it. And then months down the road, I had a buddy that he was trading and made friends with people, gave it to him, and everyone was just having success with it. And
wow.
So we decided, we should sell it and see what would happen. Like I didn't really think anything would happen with it. I didn't expect what to happen. And Market Cipher is without a doubt the top selling trade system by far in crypto. It's and I'd be willing to. We're definitely in the top 5 for probably. Well, that's kind of hard. That I really can't judge because trading is huge.
Yeah.
In the standard markets, there's a lot of stuff out there, but not many of them out there can say that they do well into the double. The double M's. You know what I'm saying, on a consistent basis.
Oh.
So yeah, dude.
Wow.
So yeah, it's kick ass. We're definitely number 1 in crypto, hands down. Ain't no one else sold us. Nobody.
Well, you just heard it here, folks. Market Cipher, number 1. Check it out. Link again in the live chat. Boop. Wow.
Let me know if you put an email support if you actually buy it from this video, so we can make sure that we pay the lady.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here to show you love. This is what the show is about. It's about giving you love, man. And do you mind, like, do you have any like little snippet of Market Cipher, or do you show Market Cipher? No, like when you do your trades.
Of course.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about, like, show us a little bit of Market Cipher and, like, the Bitcoin chart and what indicators you use? Because I'm trying to learn trading as well. So I would love to, if you could drop some alpha for us, being that Bitcoin is making some spicy moves.
Yeah. We can show a little bit. Let me close out a couple things here. All my telegrams and stuff are going off. Let me show all this stuff
You're
down
all good.
here.
Whenever you're ready.
And
Smash the likes out there, fam. There's so many people watching. And Jason Casper is here as well, another cool trader. You might see him on the show soon as well.
Shout out to that guy. That guy actually,
he's super cool. I love his meme stuff when he trades.
You should actually, if you like, actually, I rarely push if you're not already trading. I mean, you're already in the space. So, but Jason Casper has like very, very good. A very, very good understanding of market cipher and good education courses on it. So can you see my screen right now?
Yep. Looks beautiful.
I need to swig of coffee real quick. You got me blabbing so much over here.
It's okay. Take your moment,
I'm glad I
friend.
made this show. I'm not going to lie. I almost canceled on you because I've been up. I've gotten like 3 hours of sleep for 48 hours. And I was going to be like, yo, like, can we do this next week? I'm sorry. But I was like, I was like, let me see if she announced it. And I saw that you told your channel that I was going to come on later. And so I was like, all right, I got to push through. But I feel totally fine right now. I'm so glad that I stuck with it.
Yay. I'm happy too.
Yeah. Can you see my screen right now?
Yeah, it looks great. I love your drawings.
Well, this is Market Cipher. This is Javier Rodriguez and Rodriguez, and that's Market Cipher. It's the triangles right there. So that's it. I'll just kind of go over kind of like this last trade I was in. So like this green and red wave is my money flow, which is just my calculation of tracking how much money is coming into the asset pair. And the theory behind that's kind of like my thesis on trading. Like they say there's fundamental analysis, which is like the news and stuff. And there's technical analysis, which is, your indicators or technicals. And then to me, there's money analysis, which is like, I want to know what the money's doing.
Like who's buying and who's selling, right? Like
how
the volume
much is yes. Yeah, absolutely. That would be included.
Yeah.
And so, like when I see, right now, here's our zero line. Like when the green, it's coming down, there's not as much, the money's leaving. There's not as much action, like water to a garden is what I say. When there's water in the dirt, when water's coming in, plants tend to grow overall, right?
Yes.
When water starts to drain, plants start to die overall, right? Mm-hmm. And really, it's the same thing. And if you're able to pinpoint it good, you can foretell the market. You can lead the market. Same with momentum. Momentum can be a leading indication. That's what makes Market Cipher so successful. Is that it gives you, it tells you what is going to happen before it happens, which is really what everybody wants, but they don't provide. So anyways, we have a nice curvature of money flow starting to come back up again, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's come back up. We got a couple of little things here. Momentum and stuff is kind of coming up. And so I entered a long, off the 3-day a week ago. And I was like, I'm probably going to be in this for a week. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Also, this is beautifully, just the look of the candles is beautiful. I have what I call the dual band strength index, which each of these numbers, what's your name? Is it Randy?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay if I call you that on this channel.
Of course.
Too.
Yeah.
Okay. So each of these numbers, Randy, is a there's 36 different indications that go into each calculation. Spits out a number, right? A bull number and a bear number. -5 is the weakest, and then 34 is the strongest. And so when you start seeing, an increase in numbers, the 16s, 17s, 18s, on the bull side, you see these negative numbers, coming down, or like this was an 8, a 14, 17. So the bear side was getting stronger, pushing. Now it's getting weaker, and it reverses, right? And
Ah.
so there's just, I don't want to, sit here and kind of go over a whole markets. There's a lot to it. There's 100 indicators in market Cipher. It's a system. There's A, B, and SR and symbols, and they all have meetings, and they can be a little, it can seem a little bearing at first, but there is a basic 5 or 6 step strategy where you want to check it off and be like, okay, boom, is this, and this? Are they matching this? You want to have a higher time frame, back up your lower time frame. I had the 3 days, the money's been coming in, right? So I'm looking for a bullish move. So I'm looking to make entries on the hourly. When the lower time frame comes in the red and starts coming in the green, boom, that's where I want to be right here. Right when it crosses, and bam, that's where we got, and that's where it gets. But yeah, it's I think what Market Cipher does, what I know it does, because it does it for me and it does for so many others, is it's pretty and it's simple. And that's kind of the magic, And there's a lot of other stuff there too, but
if I'm a complete trading noob, which pretty much I am, what would you recommend me do when I enter Market Cipher? What do you recommend I look at in terms of indicators, or even just candle patterns, or whatever you think? Like what should a beginner do? Like once they get on Market Cipher, what's the move?
So we have a tutorial section for that.
Oh, how nice!
So my recommendation,
and an academy part too, I saw.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have a couple guys that do offer like one-on-ones. But what I tell people, I kind of want people to do what I did, which is have some of their own self-discovery, but that is after they learn the core strategy of Market Cipher, which is the money flow, the yellow VWAP wave, the momentum waves, and the RSIs. There's 2 RSIs, and there's certain things you look with each one that I clearly say what to do, and all you got to do is just not force a trade. You just wait until you see those 4 things line up. Does a higher time frame show it, and does a lower time frame show it in the same direction? And then you pull the trigger. That's pretty much it. So it's not complicated. So
got it. And do you think this is even a good time to trade crypto? Do you see green days ahead for us?
It depends on your mental. And most people have an easier time trading a bull market than a bear market.
Yeah.
Which is I mean, it's like I haven't been trading as much this year. I take time off. I need time off, but I'm a big believer in letting the trades come to you. And also like the community. I joined Twitter for like the first time in 2022, and the community is real nasty to each other during the bear market.
Yeah.
And so I try to like just keep my head under the sand, but as long as you don't force trades, like Market Cipher opens up windows that you wouldn't have seen before. If you've seen 1 trade per week with whatever it was you're doing, Market Cipher will let you see, if you follow the basic strategy, 4 or 5 opportunities you didn't see before or more, right? And so I would say if you're a brand new trader getting into Market Cipher, I would say stick with the basic core strategy, watch the damn tutorials, watch them again, keep it simple, just do the core strategy, don't worry about the other stuff, and don't force trades. Just wait for the trade where it's like, I have to do this. Like I can't not enter this trade.
That's great. Well, thank you for that. Wow, it's been an hour and it absolutely flew by. I feel like
I'm losing my voice.
I feel like we have to talk more, but I'll save it for another time. If you're down to come back, I would love to have you come back, because
for sure.
This is like such an awesome conversation. I guess, how do you feel about the next few years in crypto overall, price or not? How do you feel about the next few years of crypto? Are you bullish on our future? And and where can everybody find you?
You can find me in the club. No, I'm just kidding.
Or in the fraternity. No, I'm just kidding.
Just my YouTube crypto face. I don't tell people to follow me on Instagram anymore because
I tagged you over there on Instagram
story. No, you better untag that and get rid of it, girl.
It's in your Twitter bio.
Yeah, I know, but
I'll get rid of it.
The only reason I say that is because you're gonna have a crypto face hit you up every damn day now.
It's okay. I know the real one. That's all that matters.
All right, fair enough. So yeah, my Twitter is realcryptoface1, the number 1, and I have a blue check mark there. And then as far as what I think about crypto for the next few years, my theory is that I think China is going to be important again, like they were in the first, pretty much the whole time. China mined all the crypto and sold it to us. And I feel like the pendulum has been on like the Western side of the world, obviously in America, kind of dictating the price of crypto. And I think that the pendulum can swing back to China. I was talking to Justin Sun, and he's, talking about how he's working with like the Xi Jinping regime in potentially having, the Chinese yuan tethered currency that could potentially, if that happens, and it opens up the Chinese, like if the Chinese have like a legalized Chinese tether and they're able to, that you're talking about insane amount of inflow of money, like that's an insane amount of money inflow to come to crypto, and that would blow us to like Mars,
Wow.
So hopefully that happens, and that's the best I got for you. I'm running on 48 hours, 45 hours out of 48. My brain is fried.
You're all good.
Here with you. You've done so good at like handling me. Hopefully I've performed well in answering your questions.
No, you really have.
I'm losing my voice. I would go longer if I could.
No, you're all good. It's all good. I just looked down. I was like, oh my gosh. But thank you so much for joining me. Is there any message you want to leave everyone off with? It could be about fraternities. It could be about anything. It could be about Justin Sun. It could be about Bitcoin, Moon, Go, Lambo. Is there anything you would like to share before we head out?
Man, I know, I guess I would just say, take care of yourself. Everyone gets excited and everyone wants to be quick to say what they think they know about the future, and they don't. And like the wars and stuff on Twitter, I would just say keep the noise out and take care of your friends and family and secure them profits, because they come, they go. I closed my trade last night. No, I should have left it open. No, I could have made, a good amount more today, but that don't matter, because in the long run, there's going to be 5 trades in the future where if I did not close that, I would be regretting that I didn't. Most of the time, when you're in profit, you better be taking that shit when you think you're supposed to. And that's pretty much always the time you're supposed to, 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Stay frosty or zesty.
Stay frosty and stay zesty. Thank you guys for coming today. Thank you for your wise words, CryptoFace. I really appreciate it, guys. Everything about CryptoFace is in the live chat right now and also in the description of the video. Make sure you check out Market Cipher. Thank you everyone for coming. There's so much love in that chat. I see so many hearts. Thank you to everyone that gave gifts today, that dropped a like. And again, if you enjoy the show, please make sure you drop that like. Make sure you comment after this is over. Make sure you subscribe and stay zesty, friends. Come on. I'll be back tomorrow with another podcast, and I'll be back Monday for the Daily Zest again. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much. Again, make sure you smash those likes, make sure you subscribe, and share the stream out with friends. And comment after this is over. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.